Good afternoon. I'm speaking from the Coin Street Festival, which is today commemorating Sanctuary. And I have my stall here, the Britain-Vietnam Friendship Stall, which we come here every year. But today I want to talk about the Supreme Court ruling, which took place a couple of months ago, which was a gross betrayal of the Vietnamese and American veterans who were affected by the issue of Agent Orange. The lawsuit began in 2004, and that was ruled against the Vietnamese by Judge Jack Winston, and the Vietnamese Association of Victims for Agent Orange, VAVA, appealed and went to the next court facing three judges, and they in turn rejected the lawsuit. So the only alternative left to the lawyers working on behalf of the Vietnamese was to take it to the United States Supreme Court, which they did. And here was really a gross betrayal of the Vietnamese victims. Gross betrayal because there are 9 judges on the Supreme Court. 2 of them declined to take part in the case. The 2 being the Chief Justice, Roberts, and another Justice, Stevens. So that left 7 judges to rule on the lawsuit. But it has to be pointed out that one of the 7s, which was Justice Clarence Thomas, should have stood down himself, because for 2 years as a lawyer he worked in the offices of Monsanto, one of the chief people concerned with the making of Agent Orange, or one of the companies concerned, and for 2 years he worked as a lawyer in their office. So that was surely a conflict of interest. Now it's been rejected. So as I see it, the legal journey has come to an end. But fortunately, in Paris last month, there was an international tribunal of the people's conscience, where they had lawyers, witnesses, and Agent Orange victims came for 2 days to discuss, and they gave evidence before a majority of leading personnel, including judges in the legal departments. And on the 18th of May, they made their decision, which was to find the companies concerned, and also the American government, guilty, and calling for them to accept the responsibility for the damage done to the Vietnamese people. Now today we have in Vietnam over 3.5 million victims suffering from many illnesses and many disabilities. Some of the people there, you can see photographs on my stall this afternoon here at this festival. So now we've left now with the next steps. The decision of the International Tribunal is now to take the ruling to the Vietnamese president, which they've done. They will deliver it by hand to President Obama at the White House. They will also deliver it to the United Nations Secretary General. And so we now want people to follow this up in any way possible. And I want to make some suggestions to the viewers of this video. I would like to suggest that we absolutely flood all the American embassies around the world with letters of protest at this gross betrayal of the Supreme Court ruling to the Vietnamese victims. I also want to make a special appeal to the women who are viewing this video, and particularly if they are mothers. I want to urge you all to write a letter to Michelle Obama, the wife of the President Obama. As you all know, she has two children, two lovely children. And I would suggest to the women to write to Obama and pointing out that they love their children as much as she loves theirs. But to remember that some of the children of the mothers are severely disabled, crippled, and suffering from terrible illnesses due to Agent Orange. And it really is time now for the American government and also the American companies to accept their responsibilities and to pay compensation not only to the victims themselves but to their families. Thank you very much.